is a master technician, a master tactician, a man with tremendous physicality, a man with a psyche that will not allow him to be beaten. Without any doubt, without any question, the best marathon runner we've ever seen.
Ready, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 11, up, 1, 2, 3.
In the camp, what we try is that we are focusing that they become a better athlete, but also we are focusing that they can handle more responsibilities in life. So that they grow as an athlete and they grow as a person at the same time. Because in the camp we might have 30, 35 athletes. Not all of them can be Olympic champion or a world record holder.
One of the secrets of the success is the basic part of the camp. I know the athletes want themselves. They want to live basic. They don't want to be living in a luxury because they're afraid they get lazy or they get spoiled. That's how we still developed the camp. But the fact that it's so basic, it's helping the athletes.
This is our kitchen, small kitchen where we are prepared rice, potatoes, beans, and garlic, which give us energy.
When we are in the camp, we normally do manual work together, like washing our camp. Teamwork is really valuable in that when human beings actually came in, like, we are coming from different places in this country. And the first thing is that we are one team. Then we are like brothers and sisters, and that's we are working cohesively. The reason is that in sport you cannot train alone, be it in track and field, be it in marathon or any sort of training. So it's a mutual interest, and that's where teamwork is chipping in.
Wenn man in die letzten 3 Monate reinschaut, dann sieht man dort Umfänge von jenseits der 200 Kilometer, die diese Athleten laufen. Das bedeutet natürlich, dass man an mindestens 6 Tagen in der Woche trainiert. Dann nicht nur einmal am Tag 30 Kilometer läuft, sondern morgens eine Einheit hat, am Nachmittag und gegebenenfalls auch noch eine dritte.
Kalau gitu. Alafu huwa mawe sai. Today we are on the long run, the one we do normally twice, once every 2 weeks. Today we're doing 40K. We are now halfway point. The idea is that we alternate. The last long run we did on a hilly course. This time is fairly medium. It's not flat, it's not highly. So that's what we are doing today.
Stephen 141.
I'm trying my best to actually be punctual in all and to keep time and work hard. I can say those are my two really valuable qualities that I need to work at and really keep time.
His discipline, his perseverance, his never giving up, his long-term view. He can prepare for 6 months before one marathon, and in fact he has prepared for 15 years.
Sometimes we do a little faster, really fast workouts in track, which is not actually common as far as marathon is concerned. And I think that one has helped a lot when we are competing.
What motivates Eliud for going to training day in, day out and being so focused towards his goals is the pure love for the sport.
Ist auch eine Sache, die man bei ihm miterlebt, dass es nicht eine Pflichtaufgabe ist für ihn, das Laufen, sondern dass er halt auch wirklich dafür lebt, dass ihm das auch persönlich etwas gibt, nicht nur Anerkennung, Geld, Reichtum, sondern dass er halt auch läuft, weil er laufen will. (2015) hatte Eliud das Problem, dass sich irgendwas in seinem Schuh getan hat. Da war die Innensohle nicht richtig verklebt, nicht richtig angebracht. Er bemerkte dort Bewegung in den Schuhen und diese Innensohle rutschte immer weiter raus. Und letztendlich ist er 2 Stunden lang mit sich bewegender Innensohle gelaufen und die hat ihn dann auf den letzten 10 Kilometern, glaube ich, richtig Schmerzen gemacht. Wenn man sich das vorstellt, dass für eine Kopfsache so ein Marathonlauf auch ist und man merkt, da passiert irgendwas und du hast 2 Stunden lang dieses Problem, du läufst trotzdem nur 1 Minute über den Rekord bei unbändigen Schmerzen, dann ist das schon eine ziemlich starke Leistung. Versuch 2 hatten wir denkbar schlechte Voraussetzungen, was das Wetter anging. Es hat stark geregnet und es war ein kalter Regen, der die Läufer im Lauf erwischt hat.
The competition was crazy. You had the rains, you had all sorts of strong guys. You had even a guy who was glued to him, for so many kilometers. I mean, those are not ideal situations to push yourself.
Look at this, Adola's gone into the front, he's gone into the lead, he's running away. Adola's pushing on, look at this. Kipchoge starts to move away from the young man. Eliud Kipchoge is going to come through to take this. The world record is not going to be broken today, that's for sure. The weather didn't allow that. Eliud Kipchoge is the winner of the 44th Berlin Marathon.
Ich glaube, tief im Inneren hat er diesen Tag auch nicht so toll gefunden.
There were factors outside that prevented him at that time from the world record. But Eliud has been ready for the world record several times, I believe. Eliud is a mentor in the camp, is a role model, is somebody inspiring and keeping everybody on their toes, and is a great example for everybody. So the whole atmosphere in the camp, if you have somebody having such an outstanding results and at the same time being so much willing to help others and to guide others, is a wonderful situation for everybody in camp.
Eliud inspires many people, but including myself. For me, he's Zen. You know, I'm a little bit jealous at him because he's always quiet. He's always in control. He has discipline, and he's I actually think he's relaxed. You know, he has this polar mentality from Africa, which is very good. But on the other hand, he's very professional and working like a Western athlete. And that combination of being relaxed, you know, the way African people can be relaxed, not worry too much, and then on the other hand, being so professional and willing to learn and always trying to do things better, that's an exceptional combination.
No human is limited, and to actually tell every living soul in this world that anything he wants to do, he can do, provided he's believing and trusting in it.
During the race weekend, we help Eliud to keep distractions as much as possible away. Eliud has done his part in the 4 months leading up to the race, and our role is that we make the right decisions in race weekend and that he feels that things are taken care of so that he can just focus for the race.
Thank you.
When Eliud moved to the marathon, in his first marathons, he was really tensed the days before. And what I experienced this time in Berlin, that the days before, Eliud was really focused, but that he could handle the tension in a bit different way than before, and that he stayed a little bit more relaxed.
Hi, I've got a question to Eliud Kipchoge. Eliud, everyone here is expecting you to beat a world record. I would like to know, how important is it for you to beat a world record? Is it something you really long for, and is it something you consider very important for your career?
I want to assure everybody that when I was coming from Kenya, I was coming to run my personal pace. But if my personal best will be translated to world record, then I will appreciate.
He's into the home straight now. The finish line beckons. The crowd 6, 8 deep at this stage as Dennis Kimetto now strides through these last 300 metres. The 41st edition of the BMW Berlin-Marathon has been an absolutely astonishing day's racing. The clock
ticking away. Can he get under 2 hours, 3 minutes? This is absolutely astonishing. Legendary running from Dennis Kipchoge as the line approaches. Watch the clock now. He's smashed the world record. He's smashed the 2 hours, 3 minutes barrier. He's the champion in 2014. 2 hours, 2 minutes and 57 seconds unofficially there for Dennis Kipchoge. The record books have been ripped apart by this 30-year-old Kenyan.
Früher war Marathonlaufen ein ganz, ganz großes Spektakel mit vielen Kochtöpfen. Das ist es jetzt immer noch, aber die Leute haben auch verstanden, die Spitzenleistungen da vorne einzuschätzen. Sie können mit den Namen etwas anfangen, sie können mit den Zeiten etwas anfangen und das hat man dieses Jahr auch gemerkt. Sie wussten, dass da was passieren kann.
Man kann ihn eigentlich nur sympathisch finden und wenn er dann auch noch schnell läuft, dann sind es genau diese Momente, wo auch dann die Partyleute, die dann irgendwo selber gelaufen sind an dem Tag, auch sowas honorieren.
I like the crowd in Berlin. They're wonderful. I like the organization, good planning and good preparation.
And I think that's the place to run my personal best.
Wir müssen uns um über 40.000 Läuferinnen und Läufer kümmern, aber natürlich verleiht dieser Rekord, wenn er denn passiert, immer etwas ganz Besonderes. Das ist für die Zuschauer so, das ist für die Teilnehmer so, die danach sagen können, sie waren in einem Weltrekordrennen.
Remember, I only said to him, remember, Eliud, the weather is the same as when Kipchoge broke the world record. You're a better athlete, so go and do it.
Good day to you and a very warm welcome for the 45th edition of the BMW Berlin Marathon. The German capital has blue skies above it and absolutely glorious conditions. The world's fastest course, of course, and the largest field ever gathered for this edition, 44,389.
The world record has been in his heart and mind for a long time. And he knew that was the goal to go for. For Berlin, he mentioned things about breaking his personal best and things like that to calm his mind a little bit, and also the pressure from outside, and to handle that situation. But deep inside himself, he knew that he was going for the world record.
I don't think there was even a single moment we talked with Eliud about running a world record. We always talked of preparing well, to compete well. We didn't talk about it, but I saw a unique mental strength that was never there before.
Eliud Kipchoge's dominance, really. 9 out of 10 marathons have been victorious for him. He is the best ever male marathon runner of all time. And the only thing missing from his CV, that precious world record. Will this be his day in Berlin?
Eliud is able to keep the pressure from outside away, so that he doesn't become too tensed. Because if he gets tensed, he will immediately think about the 4 months that he did everything as a preparation, and then he gets an inner feeling that he knows he is ready for the target. So that gives him a lot of confidence and can help him to stay calm when pressure is around.
Actually, I had something in mind that I need to run a world record.
So they're on their way then, the 45th edition of the BMW Berlin Marathon. Kipchoge, the 33-year-old Kenyan, who has stated that he plans to go out in 61 minutes exactly for the halfway point. That, of course, would put him on schedule for a huge new world record. That mark, remember, 2:02:57, belongs to Dennis Kimeto of Kenya, set here 4 years ago.
Eliud started off fast with a high pace and being a bit aggressive and close to the pacemakers.
They go through 3 kilometers there with a 2:53 third kilometer, and remember we're looking for around 2:54, so they're just beginning to zoom in on the required tempo.
At 11 kilometers, then my pacemaker actually got out of the race.
He's lost one of his pacemakers. Boyd and Kipchoge are there, and it's Kitwara who appears to have dropped out. Now, is he there, or is he out of shot, or is he actually gone? Because that is very significant. He is the man who is regarded as the more personal pacemaker for Eliud Kipchoge.
I was a little bit worried that it might not happen. And then before 15 kilometers, then another second pacemaker actually. It was unfortunate that he retired from the race.
Now we've left Kipchoge as well, so it's just down to Boyd. And again, you have to ask, Tim, was that planned, or is that something again that was not foreseen? Kipchoge started with 3 pacemakers, and barely 15 kilometers into the race, and he's down to 1. A lot of responsibility now on the shoulders of Josvat Boyd.
You can do everything as a coach, but when the athlete is not believing that I can do it, it's not easy. But I think Eliud went into the race knowing that if all things are right, he's going to run a BP and PP, which is definitely going to be a world record.
If
if you want to break the world record, 61:20 would have been fine. Now, that may not sound like much as they go through the half marathon there in 61:06 unofficially. Yeah, 61:06 officially. Brilliant pace making by Josvat Boit to take Eliud Kipchoge into the second half of the race.
Die Schrecksekunde war, als der letzte Tempomacher ausgestiegen ist. Und das war schon ab Kilometer 26. Da war er auf sich alleine gestellt und da dachte ich, wow, das ist jetzt wirklich noch eine ganze Ecke zu laufen und völlig alleine.
Eliud Kipchoge beginning to break away now. The race is on. He's out on his own, the greatest marathon runner in history. There you can see Boit's job is done right of screen. What a fabulous job Josvat Boit has done.
We do spend a lot of time as commentators trying to read into the mind of the athletes. And there we are, look, the smile breaks onto his face there when it's hurting. It must be hurting now. He's out on his own.
When the pacemakers was out, then I started to think how positive I was training.
Wie er mental Muskulatur ansteuern kann, wie er seine Bewegungsmotorik steuern kann und wie er insgesamt, glaube ich, auch in der Lage ist, sich auf die Straße zu bringen. Das heißt, nicht nur die Beine, seinen Bewegungsapparat, sondern sich irgendwo auf die Straße zu bringen. Das ist faszinierend.
Kipchoge there being handed a bottle by a cyclist who celebrates the achievement. It is not as easy as it looks. It's something they practice in training, these elite athletes, grabbing that bottle at speed.
Ja, das war lustig. Das haben wir nämlich mit einer Vase gemacht, wo noch eine Tulpe drin war. Und da haben wir verabredet, wie ich denn die Flasche halten soll. Und zwar so, dass er sie sauber packen kann. Also ich habe die Flasche von unten gehalten und er konnte dann eben von oben greifen. Denn man muss sich ja vorstellen, die kommen ja mit über 20 Stundenkilometer angerannt. Du hast die Flasche da und dann ist genau der wichtigste Augenblick. Augenkontakt, sieht dich dein Athlet auch. Ich habe ihn einmal angeschrien, weil der extrem im Tunnel war. Man musste ihm mal ins Gesicht gucken und da hat man diesen Tunnelblick gesehen. Dann hältst du ihm die Flasche hin und er greift die Flasche und es klappt und dann ist natürlich eine Riesenfreude da. Dann musst du sofort zu deinem Fahrrad rennen, weil die nächste Verpflegung ist ja in 5 Kilometer Entfernung schon. Also du musst die ganze Meute an Athleten, an Kamerafahrzeugen, an Führungsfahrzeugen musst du dann überholen. Da musst du fast an die 40 Stundenkilometer fahren, damit du an der nächsten Verpflegung bist, dich nochmal zu sortieren an den Tisch und dann wieder diese Übergabe zu organisieren. Also das ist immer sehr viel Action und deswegen bin ich abends dann auch immer völlig gerädert, wenn ich diesen Tag hinter mir habe.
Berlin ist schnell. Berlin ist etwas, wo die Teilnehmer mit den Zuschauern zusammen kommunizieren und sogenannte Personal Bests auch laufen können. Ich glaube auch, dass es eine sympathische Sportart ist, weil wir eben halt Breitensport und Spitzensport verbinden, wo man sagt, da ist ein Idol, Athleten oder Athletinnen, die nicht nur schnell laufen können, sondern die auch was ausstrahlen und auch allen Menschen auch was wiedergeben für den Sport.
The noise, the attention focused upon this astonishing Kenyan, the inflatables appearing again and again, not at any particularly significant points on the course, but just give you that feeling with the trees arched over the road and the crowds on either side. Must give Kipchoge the feeling that he's running through a tunnel here almost.
relativ sicher, dass es ein besonderer Tag wird, war ich bei Kilometer 32. Das war 10 Kilometer vor dem Ziel. Wir waren da auf dem Kurfürstendamm. Ich habe die Anzeige gesehen, 2:02. Ich glaube, es war sogar schon eine 2:01, die mir angezeigt worden ist. Und da wusste ich, Eliud, er ist einige Male schon wie der Teufel angegangen, ist schnell gelaufen. Es sind 10 Kilometer bis ins Ziel, ist noch eine Menge Zeit, aber er hat auch so viel Erfahrung, er weiß, was er da macht. Und er kann auf diesen 10 Kilometern sogar noch 1 Minute verlieren und läuft immer noch Weltrekord.
He is going to possibly not just break the world record here today, he looks like he's going to break it by over a minute, and it looks like he's going to go under 2 hours, 2 minutes. This is Eliud Kipchoge performing optimally.
I felt a feeling within me like it's happening today. And I remember I said to myself, you're not allowed to think like this, there's still a long way to go, so stay sharp.
The 2:02 barrier looks to be heading for the bin here today. It will have been smashed, it will have been pulverized.
Somebody described him earlier this year as Neil Armstrong. He's the Neil Armstrong of marathon running.
To be honest, I didn't expect exactly what he's doing at the moment. You know, the incredible world record in Berlin.
The last 2 kilometers was really wonderful because it was really full and everybody was actually shouting. Because I think the people who were actually at the last 2 kilometers were really aware that the world record will be broken. I was really happy to push for those 2 kilometers.
Less than a kilometre to go now.
And he's heading for the Brandenburg Gate. Here we go, the crowd's building on both sides.
He must have dreamed of these moments. He must have gone through these sights in his mind. The greatest performance in the history of marathon running on the male side. This is Eliud Kipchoge in supreme form, 150 metres to run. The crowds of the German capital roar him on. He smiles now, he knows the record is his. This will be the first sub-2:02 clocking, and by a monstrous margin he is going to break the world record. He comes towards the line, raises a sprint on those magical legs, and at last the world record is his. How fitting is this? The Olympic champion is the world record holder.
After the finishing line, when I broke the world record and I realized it was 2:1, then I was really the happiest man at that time. You know, sometimes you work so hard for something to happen as an athlete, and to me, I think I felt for Eliud that this is something he really deserves, because he had worked so hard. He entertained people in many ways. He made us believe in the sport, and you know, the only way to thank him was to have him really have that record.
You feel the 4 or 5 years leading up to eventually this record being broken by Eliud. And the pure happiness and relief that finally it happened, because of course it has been the focus already several times before, and there was a confidence that one day it would happen, but it's better when it happens in reality.
Wir haben jetzt einen wahnwitzigen Weltrekord. Das heiligt die Strecke. Das ist die Streife im Skisport, Wimbledon im Tennis, ist Berlin im Marathon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
said to him also that even after 17 years, he still surprised me with this kind of performance. And I also thanked him in Swahili, which means Asante Sana. Thank you very much, you know, because let's see in the end, it's a gift to himself to break the world record, but it's a gift to the world, to the sporting world.
2 hours, 1 minute and 39 seconds. A monstrous improvement of 1 minute and 18 seconds on Dennis Kimeto's 4-year-old world record. His halves were 61.06 and 60.34, almost superhuman. It was quite simply breathtaking.
My biggest remembrance in Berlin is the guy who was handing up a water. Still my hero up to now. The way he was handing up and the way he was reacting and the way he was talking is unbelievable.
Das Management rief mich am Montag nach dem Wettkampf an, also gleich am nächsten Tag, und sagte, Mensch, der Eliud, der möchte dich noch mal sehen im Hotel, hast du vielleicht Zeit, kannst du vorbeikommen? Und dann habe ich mich aufs Fahrrad gesetzt, bin ins Hotel gefahren und da stand er schon und hatte seine Startnummer vorbereitet mit einem ganz, ganz netten Spruch. Lieber Klaus, ohne dich hätte ich den Weltrekord nicht geschafft. Das halte ich jetzt vielleicht für ein bisschen übertrieben, aber das fand ich sehr, sehr rührend. Und auch sein Trainer, der kam auf mich zu und sagte, you have been so enthusiastic, also du warst so euphorisch dabei. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass du uns da geholfen hast.
That's my happiness, to learn that I inspire most people. That's my big happiness. You know, the happiness in sport is when you inspire somebody to do a positive thing. That's the best moment.